Good day. In this video, I'm going to show you and myself, because I studied this subject, some proofs of why BCI is trending. BCI stands for brain-computer interface. It means a computer which is attached to our head, reading our brain signals and then sending that data. And with that, simply by thinking, you can control robots, machines, you can communicate. And then later on, when this technology is going to become more sophisticated, it can also not just read our brains and send a signal out, but also change. So it can remove emotions, suppress emotions. If you feel fear, for example, if you are a soldier and you feel fear, it can suppress that emotion. It can also erase your memories. Let's go forward. MIT Technology Review is an online publication, and the people who read that are technologically aware of what's going on in our world. Last year, 2025, the MIT readers selected BCIs, brain-computer interfaces, as the 11th breakthrough technology. While, as I understand, the top 10 was selected by the MIT editorial. So brain-computer interfaces is obviously meaningful for this audience who are technologically aware of what's going on in the world. Here is a pattern, infographics of how many people are with brain-computer implants at the moment. Well, we can see that in the beginning of the 2 decades ago, 2000, so at the change of millennia, there was none, basically. And then the infographic starts to grow, and today we are almost at 40. We might be already at 40, and probably in 5 next years it's going to grow up exponentially. Big companies, Neuralink and Synchron and Neuracle, they all have very sci-fi name. They are recruiting patients to come and to start testing their machines. So they are looking for people who are disabled. For example, their hands and feet are not working properly. And they are going to then insert a brain computer into their brain and then start helping them. Eventually, the purpose for that is to start creating a technology that can be then mass consumed and spread to the rest of the world, not just disabled people, but also to able-bodied people. The next proof is how the market is growing. And there is a China flag here. Well, China is dominating the market at the moment with the amount of patents that they have. They are having over 50% of all the BCI patents in the world. And if we compare the billions, 2024 year, the market size was 2.84 billion. And in next 10 years, it is going to grow up 5 times bigger. So we are anticipating that the market for brain computers is going to be 11 billions and 200 million by the year of 2033. And as always with my slides, you can see these small links here. They are my sources, so you can track down this information that I'm sharing with you. Or you can also ask me and I will just share it with you. This is public stuff. The next proof, this is a police trend. This published by Science and Technology in Policing. publication. It's from UK, and I'm going to read this to you. This report is aiming to give us an information or understanding that what kind of technologies and sciences police forces are going to use in 1 to 10 years. Well, the brain computer is one of them. Let's do the design fiction product here. The Police Training Center outside Edinburgh, 2034. Again, you nearly had it. Officer Chu can feel the sweat running into his eyes. Come on, again, you were so close to optimum that time. Chu prepares to begin his run again. He is nearing the end of his training to become a firearm officer and is working through a live exercise drill. On his head, under his helmet, he is wearing a lightweight sensor cap that is continuously analyzing his brain activity. He and others have completed this exercise many times, and machine learning algorithms analyze his brain function and compare it against data for his own performance peak. Repeating the exercise with the insight from his data will hopefully allow him to be able to consistently match his optimum neurological performance. His firearm instructor tells him that next year they will be trialing a prototype that will also incorporate non-invasive neurostimulations to nudge his brain toward peak performance, enabling even faster reaction time and greater accuracy in drills. Chu is glad that this technology is available to him to train to his best capacity, as he knows that this will improve his safety and effectiveness when he graduates from training to operational deployment. So in short, brain-computer's mission is to push healthy person to a higher level of achieving tasks. It is constantly reading the brain, and if it feels that the brain is exhausted, then it's going to make an alarm to your manager that you need to change from one position to a position which requires less concentration or is less affected by risks. And that's how we can go to the next slide, actually. Here's some information about the project NeuroCap. This information I have gathered from World Economic Forum. And basically, let's begin that this article that I gathered is from 2018. So it's 8 years old. Plus, you can imagine that the technology has been developed for some years already. So this is nothing new in China. And in China, they have created a cap that while the workers are wearing, it's measuring the employee's brain waves. And this is in places, for example, in Shanghai, where the train operation needs high focus. So if the system feels like if the system can read the brain, that the train operator is exhausted or is not focused, it will send alarm to manager, and then the manager can actually send the person home, say that go rest. And just like I said in the previous slide, the brain computer's mission in this sense is to monitor our awareness, our energy levels. They thought we could read their mind. This caused some discomfort and resistance in the beginning. Yin Ya, a professor of brain science at Yimba University, told the Post. After a while, they got used to the device. They wore it all day at work. Yin also said that employers' brainwaves can be enough for managers to send them home. When the system issues a warning, the manager asks the workers to take a day off or move to a less critical post. Some jobs require high concentration. There is no room for mistake. My channel is about human enhancement. This is human enhancement at its best, a cutting edge technology about to come in 1 to 5 to 10 years. We are soon going, I personally believe that brain computers are going to be the very next big thing in the consumer market, just like the AI is actually is right now. Goodbye, see you in the next video.